Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Sandy Bay, the first of 3 this week, and we're going to get things kick-started by slurry injecting field number 34. This is our field which we're going to actually put sunflowers into, but obviously the field is not quite ready to actually put the planter into this field and get those sunflowers in the ground. You can see it's been ploughed at some point, obviously by the previous owners, because we've recently purchased this field, so we're going to have to work the soil a bit, and obviously we want to actually fertilise it as well. So the best thing for that, if I just jump over the hedge, is to use the Holmer variant 600 with the slurry injecting kit which goes onto the back of it. We also have a lot of slurry because we've had the cows for quite a long time. We also have a lot of cows, so it means there's a lot in storage. So to begin with, let's just get this thing set up and then we'll be able to take it over to the field and get things going. The thing I find hardest is lining this thing up. I tend to get it slightly off so it jumps up a bit. That should be okay. Not bad. And then we just need to attach the injector to the back of this tractor. It's actually got a 3-point linkage and that's how it attaches. Look on the back there if you've not seen this before. You do have to get lined up perfectly though. There we go. And then all we have to do now is fill this up and we can get injecting. So not too much has actually changed between this episode and the previous one, except for downloading a Class Dominator 88S combine harvester, which is in fact a very old harvester. It's also very small, but the reason why I've chosen it is because I think it would suit this map perfectly. So we'll most likely be doing our oat harvest tomorrow. That is why I've downloaded it. We obviously do have the very large Lexi in there, but I think really for such a small field that it is, I think we should probably go with a Dominator. It's also something a bit different as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I was initially going to use the Dominator on Court Farms, but kind of decided against it. I think it would suit this map better. So yeah, tomorrow is the most likely day for actually doing that. Just need to make sure we can get everything sorted here first. So we need to drive down to our field, which is actually just over there. And the easiest way to go is just by going down that track in front of us and then cutting across the road to the field. That should be the easiest option. And I'm hoping this is going to perform well. So this shouldn't take too long because it's quite a large machine. In fact, it's a huge machine, although it doesn't have very good brakes, as I've just found out. Someone actually commented yesterday and said that they saw one of these in real life and it was very loud. I suppose it will have a big engine, so you would expect it to be quite loud. Look at the size of the muffler on there though. That should muffle some of the sound quite a lot. But it must be quite powerful. Anyway, here is our field. We didn't shut the gate because we are returning now. We'll get it unfolded. I'm not sure how quickly it will actually consume the slurry which is in it. Hopefully not too fast, because otherwise we're going to be making a lot of trips back to the farm. But we do have a lot, so it won't matter too much. So the field was actually ploughed that way, so I think we'll go just straight down. That'll be the easiest option. And if I know which setting to go on, we'll switch it on and we'll lower it. There we go. That is doing a nice job. And of course it is fertilising it at the same time. Looking at the colour of the field, maybe it is already fertilised. Not too sure. It looks quite dark already. But obviously can't really tell without seeing another unfertilised field or fertilised field next to it. So we'll just slurry inject it anyway. It won't do any harm. It's actually doing a really neat job. As we've been doing quite a lot of seed drilling over the past few episodes, we won't put the sunflowers in straight away. I think we'll probably leave that until Sunday. Tomorrow is the best day for doing the oats, I think. Obviously we've got some nice clear skies, and obviously yeah, we're running real time here, so we won't really get any different weather between now and the oat harvest. But it is fully grown. I have checked the field. The oats are ready. It's just our harvester has not yet arrived. Not a bad job of this really. It's a bit different to what we usually do. I have just bought the Zunhammer slurry injector on Woodside Farm as well for the server, so if you're interested you can now do some slurry injecting, but I'm really trying to limit the size of the machines which I put on that map, because it really is going to cause chaos if there's any really big machines on there. So yeah, we're going to keep it fairly small, but probably quite a lot of small machines. Looking at it actually, it looks like it isn't fertilised yet, because there's some lighter patches right on the margins of where we're putting the injectors, so it makes you believe that it isn't fertilised, but I suppose it could just be a bit of an error. Maybe it thinks that it hasn't been done when it has. Not sure. But yeah, there is definitely a faint lighter line going down the outside. It's using it at quite a fast rate, but I suppose you don't really need to have a tanker here because we're so close to the farm. It is another expense as well. I'm not sure how much the Dominator is going to cost. You wouldn't have thought it'd be much as it's so old. I'm kind of hoping it'll be in the region of £20,000 maximum, but we'll just have to see. Looking forward to it though. I've not tested it yet, so I probably should do that first, just to make sure there are no glitches with it, which could ruin an episode. There is a great demand at the biomass heating plant for wood chips. I don't know if we've got any wood chips. If we do, it'll only be what we started off with. I would like to do some, but I don't know, maybe not. Not sure really. Been seeing a lot of farmers out at the moment with their fertiliser spreaders, spreading, I assume, nitrogen or urea or something on the fields. Yeah, a lot of them, a lot of farmers out at the moment. The fields where I am in Lincolnshire, they tend to be John Deere's, which are on the fertiliser spreaders. But yeah, there have been some other ones. Massey Ferguson, and what was the other one I saw? I did see another one. I think it was a Class Axion actually. So we're down at 30% now. We're going to have to fill it up very soon, but it's not going down at a really annoying rate. Like some of the muck spreaders, they go down really quickly. You just start the field and then a minute later you're empty. You have to refill again. This is not bad. Obviously we've done all of that already. So yeah, we'll probably have to only refill once more and then we'll be done. Did miss a bit in the middle there. I'll have to go back for it. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing this instead of just leaving a ploughed field. Wouldn't really want to get our seed planter and put the sunflowers straight into that ploughed field. It's good that we're working it down a bit and putting some fertiliser in there as well. Should give us some fairly high productivity. The real terrain mod looks really good there as well. You can see the wheels bouncing. The suspension is working. Will we get to the end? And we've got 4% left in here. It's going to be close, but I've got my hopes up. I think we will get to the end of here. Yes, we did. So I think we'll probably leave it at that, and we'll go and refill this. We don't need to run it dry. I'd also like to try out the muck spreader attachment as well. I think that'd be quite fun to use. And we are still renting this. When we can afford it properly, we will buy it, and we'll also buy all the attachments as well, so we can just use whichever one we want when we need it. But at the moment I'm just renting each one. And here we are back at the farm. Just open one of these gates and refill it. I will also check to see how much slurry we actually have. I haven't checked, I'm just assuming we've got a lot because we've got so many cows and we haven't used any before today. So there should be a lot. I'm not really worried about running out. But let's refill. There we go. Go into here. And where is it? So here we are. We have got 44,610 litres, which sounds like a lot, but we could actually use that very quickly if we were doing a bigger field. Also looking at this, we have actually got no water or straw for the cows. So we're going to have to really give them a lot of straw and water. Also the sheep, the feeding trough is empty. I thought we'd actually fill that up quite a lot, but clearly not. We're going to have to sort the cows and the sheep out in an upcoming episode. Obviously I won't do too much on screen because, well, especially the cows because we've just done them, but the sheep we'll have to do some mowing, so I can do a video on that and stuff and keep you up to date with what's going on Sandy Bay. Like, even at a time we're still taking I think 21,000 litres, so it wouldn't take many loads to actually deplete the supply. Back to the field. So here we are, back at the field. The auto cancelling indicators is actually something which I forgot to mention, but very handy mod. It is the light add-on mod, and it allows you to keep beacons, lights, indicators on when you want them to be, and they also auto cancel when you turn, so very handy to have. If you do want to download the light add-on mod, the link for it is down below in the description, so definitely worth downloading and giving it a go. But let's continue once again. We should get all of this done now with this load. I think actually we've done quite well, only to use a maximum of 2 loads. And I doubt we'll use it all, so I should think in the end we'll only use a maximum of 40,000 litres of slurry, and that is totally free. Now I'm often asked the same questions over and over again. To some people they seem quite obvious, but I'm going to say them now just to answer everyone's replies in one go, and it basically is regarding the light. So if you want to put the beacons on, the default key for that is the home key on your keyboard. This is for PC version, by the way. If you want to indicate left, you want to press numpad 1. If you want to put your hazard warning lights on, or flashes you might call them, you press numpad 2. And if you want to turn right, you press numpad 3. And of course you press them again to turn them off as well, unless you have the light add-on mod and they'll auto cancel. If you wish to turn just the headlights on, you need to press F. But sometimes you have to press it twice if you want to turn main beam on, or maybe the rear lights as well. So it's fairly simple, but I suppose they can be quite easy to forget sometimes. We also might even use the class dominator to harvest the sunflowers, because I think it is quite a good combine harvester just for these small fields. If we were to do it with the Lexion, as we're only doing 1 field of sunflowers, the job would be done in no time, and it would probably be quite boring because it would be done so quickly. So I think using a smaller harvester and some smaller trailers will actually make it a lot more interesting and exciting. But we are almost done, just need to go up to the top and then probably down again once more. I'll just go straight up here to level that off a bit. And then once we've done most of the field, I'll just go back over the bits I've missed. There's not too much, but there's a few bits over there. And then that'll be our field completed. And then I think probably after that, what we'll do is we'll just get a tractor and trailer sorted, ready for tomorrow. And maybe even take it up to the field. Final bit here, and then we are done. And there we go. We will get it folded up and taken back to the yard. I know it didn't use all, didn't think it would do, so I think yeah, in the end we've used probably about 39,000 litres. Not a bad amount really, although it would have used a lot more on a bigger field. Gonna have to put the hazard warning lights on because obviously we need to stop and shut the gate and stuff. And once we've put it away, we'll get, I think it's the class Axiom tractor which is actually on the trailer, but I might swap it over to a Matty Ferguson and then we'll take that up to the field, ready for tomorrow. Best place for it, maybe out the front here. We'll just park it sort of with the cultivators and seed drills and stuff. We'll leave everything on it because we might still need that for another field. That should be alright. And then if we just go around the front here, we'll see what we've got on the trailer. Yeah, we've got the Axiom on the Stuart trailer. We could leave it on there, but it's quite a big tractor just for this small Stuart trailer, so I think I will detach it and we'll put that Matty Ferguson on it. Matty Ferguson's still quite big actually, but I think it is slightly smaller. And yeah, the bale spike which is on the front of the front loader, we'll just put it on this trailer out of the way. This should be a perfect trailer for the job. It's not too big, not too small, and yeah, it's a good looking trailer. So, up to the field we go. It's our oat field we're going to. Our field with oats in is actually field number 5. And it's not huge. If you've been following the series, you will have seen me actually plant it a few episodes back. We also actually use the roller as well, which in effect fertilised the field. Well, looks like there's quite a bit of traffic coming around here. We'll hang back because otherwise for some reason they stop. They seem to see us and they just stop there. Wait for the lights to change. There we go. And we'll take the first turning left. It's the quickest way to get there. And there it is, our field of oats. It'll be the first oat harvest since Iron Horse Farm, which feels like a long time ago now. I think that was probably in August or September. Basically, what we'll do is just put the tractor on the headland somewhere, just parked on the grass. Plenty of space. There's also plenty of space to actually put the header on the combine as well, which is very useful. And I think, oh, there's a plane going over us. Where is it? There it is. No, there. I was thinking, yeah, that's a big plane. It's a long way up for that shadow. Yeah, that one there. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. And please do join me tomorrow when we begin the oat harvest with, hopefully, the Class Dominator 88S. Thanks again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.